Welcome everybody, it's RustyMoney here. This is a channel full of live streams, challenges, let's plays, and more. So I hope you enjoy this next creation. Welcome back everybody. It's your friend RustyMoney here. We're back with a new episode of the competitive one-tile challenge here on Farmlands, with myself and our friends Zorch Farming and Crust2 Farms. You can check out their links in the description of this video. Right now we are up here at Bale Export, gonna sell a load of silage and get on to some other work. So let's get this to selling. Come on, get the other one to sell there. Let's look at used sales quick. Oh, look at that. I bet that Zorch Farming doesn't hold back, and I bet he buys that truck. What do you want to bet? I bet somebody tries to buy that truck. Right now, they don't got enough money. Unless I missed them purchasing something that I didn't see was in there. Let's just fly down to the store here quick and just see if one of them didn't buy something that I totally missed before we clicked in there. I don't see anything new in the yard, at the store yard, so I don't think either one of them got lucky with a new purchase. Okay, well, we made a little bit of money there. We're up to $10,469. We got to get back to the farm, and we got to do some other work. Alright, we are back here at the farm, and I'm going to show you something. So at the end of the last episode, you probably saw that we had a little bit of an issue with hiring a worker. Well, that is because I plowed too close into the edge of that boundary right there. As you can see, there's some grass right there all the way down the property, but I had to paint in a boundary and then I could hire a worker. So yeah, I'll probably paint back in some just native grass right here. Yeah, at some point. But that's what the problem was, is I got closer than I should have, even though as you saw in the last episode, it showed our border was in a different spot. So yeah, all right, we're gonna load up some more silage here that we can go sell. We don't necessarily need these trailers right now for anything else, so we're gonna put some more silage in them and get them to selling. What I do want to do before we do that is a couple of things. First off, we're going to run over here and look and see if our manure pile changed from like 9,600 something, I think is what it was. Yeah, see, it's not. It's 9,250. It's staying at that. So we haven't been getting manure. So I think I'm going to relocate that. I'm going to try that anyway, and put it in a different spot to where it is closer to the front of the cattle pen, and I might move this spot somewhere else. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do that real quick. So let's drop that there. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to see about if the system will allow us to put a worker on this grass field in the chicken pen. Actually, I don't know if that's... Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Let's do it. Okay, let's see if it will. Actually, it is recognizing it. I am surprised. We'll have to fine-tune it, but you can see how squiggly wiggly the lines are because we put a chicken or a grass field inside the chicken pen. So let's see if it'll let me hire a worker. I think it's gonna work. Okay, we're gonna let them go and let him do that as much as it will do. We're gonna take this and I want to empty out the milk in the cattle pen right now so we can fine-tune our system and see if we can fix that manure issue, because that is really disturbing that I haven't been getting the manure. And I have straw in the pen. So let's empty this. 2,000 liters in there. Yeah, great. My worker's going to collide with my trailers, I suppose. Wonderful. We get that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to... Yeah, he's going to... Let's sell this. Okay, and we're going to position that over here. And see if that fixes our problem. Well, not so much that problem, but I want to... Okay, we need the filling area. And we'll put this on this side of the pen. Now, right there. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and sell this. Oops. I might have to empty the... Oh, there we go. Ah, shoot. It took my manure as well. Oh, well. I wasn't going to make a lot of money on it anyway. Gosh darn. Okay, silo to store manure temporarily. So maybe I got the wrong one in there. Let's see what else we got here. Maybe we need a different one. Let's see what we got for manure heaps. A $25,000 one there. It's not gonna work. Okay, so let's try this, and we're gonna put this now up here towards the front of the pen and see if it fixes our issue. So let's put this in here. What if we even go across the fence? Will it let us do that? Maybe it'll help recognize it. Or I even had somebody comment about putting it inside the pen. What if we did that? What if we try that? Because we can always go in the pen to get the manure. But I don't like that. So let's see about putting part of it in there. And see if we can get it to recognize it. By overlapping it a little. And let's see what that does. It's gonna probably collide with the fence though, but let's try it. What do we got to lose right now? It's only $500. Okay, now we need to move those wagons so the worker will still mow. I didn't think they was going to be in his way right away. He's collecting on me, taking a coffee and donut break there in the tractor. Okay, now we got that moved. We just as well go get this over to this direction and get it filled back up. We are probably going to spend some more money in this episode here for some things. Okay, let's fill that one. Okay, now let's fill the other one. Let's drop those right there for a minute. We will just double check our milk now, and let's take a look and see what the manure is showing. What's the manure showing now? So manure is showing it's registering. Oh, I can't even talk right now, everybody. Registering. Can't say that word right now. But anyway, yeah, hopefully that will work. We're not getting any manure yet, though, on the ground. No indication of manure yet, but hopefully we will be. Alright, now that's really disappointing. We went basically a whole year with that manure not changing any, not increasing off this animal pen. Now, I've used these animal pens before, but not in multiplayer mode, so I don't know if that's the issue or not. Let's see if this is building more milk. No more milk yet. No, we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. We might be too early from when we just placed it, so we'll have to wait and see. Let's put this over here, empty. Drop that there. Okay, now we can, I believe, get on to selling more silage. But why is our worker stopped there? I think our worker might be stopped there maybe because of the eggs. I'm not so sure. Let's see if that's the problem. If it is, we'll move them. Whoa. Okay, come on. Pick up object. Ah, would you stay picked up? Drop. Pick up object. Slowly move. Drop the eggs. Let's get the other one here. See if that moves them. I don't think it's moving them. Alright. I'm back, everybody. Sorry for the brief break there, but I heard our door open and shut, and I thought Mrs. Money was home. She's not home yet, so we are still operating here. we're gonna sell some pumpkins at my sell point right here. So we will attempt to sell our pumpkins right over here, very slowly. There we go. There is $2,055. Let's grab this one. Oops, dropped it. Pick it back up. There's another $2,055. Okay. Let's get this now up to goods export. Our lettuce and our eggs. We got 6,000 liters of lettuce and 3,406 liters of eggs. So a decent amount. We'll make a little bit of money off of here. Can we see Krusty working anywhere? Can't see Krusty. Who knows what those guys are up to? Their money is currently Zorch is at 18,000. Krusty's down to 2,000. Okay, used sales. We got another truck and a planter. That planter's only 2 meters wide, 2.3. I wish it was a little bit wider than that. Or maybe I'd buy it, but we could still potentially buy it, considering its value, but yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We don't need it right now. We don't have a field that we can even put anything in right now because of the time of year for planting. We're in December. Whoa. I just saw my phone flash. So, yeah. We're almost at $14,000. We're in December. We have, you know, been making some payments to that debt. Maybe we should just make another one really quick while we finish driving up here. Another repay. So now we're down to 465. We paid our 5,000 for December. We'll see what we get off of this. I really don't have anything in mind to buy right now, so let's see if we can't knock that down a little. Oh, this is the bale export. We need the other one over here. Let's see about backing on there. If we can very carefully get that backed on there. There's another 8,000, but we still got some lettuce that didn't sell because it wasn't in the right spot. Let's get that on there. There's another 1,000 or so. Let's see if we can get these on here now. Come on. We got one more. There we go. All right. So we're up to 20,000. You know what? Let's pay another 10. We're down to 455,000 now. You know what? Let's even do more than that. Let's repay again. We're down to 450,000. Those guys don't need to see that strategy until, you know, they've spent the good money. They all seem to think that I'm running a little slow now again. You know? Yeah. Well, they're going to be raking in that money, and that money is going to be tempting to spend. Neither one of them have a new tractor yet, as far as we know. And used sales can be definitely very, very tempting. So if we sneak in some large payments a month, we're going to be ahead of them, getting that debt narrowed down. Even if we skip a month here or there, and in certain months we pay anywhere from 5 to 20 or 25,000 down, that's going to be more than each one of them probably paying in 1 month. Now, I think the only person that's paid any debt down that I believe didn't even show it in his episode, unless I missed it, is Zorch Farming. He should be showing you all how much he's paid down. Right now we're down to 455,000. I feel really good about that. I even would love to get that down to 400,000. And potentially maybe use the money from our silage sales here, or even what we get off of some mozzarella. We do have a pallet or two of mozzarella to sell, so I think we will run and do that. Now we also need to focus on that grass work, which we're neglecting right now because my worker won't do it. Won't cooperate doing it. But we do have two very attractive mozzarella pallets right here. Let's go sell them. Oh yeah, we can't sell them that way. That's right. We got to use our front loader. That's not a problem. Okay, let's park this then. We don't need this right now. We do have a bunch of wool. We're just racking up the wool though for right now. Alright, let's load up our front loader. Let's grab our two mozzarella pallets. I think that's all we're going to have is two of them. Maybe three, but we got two here for sure. Not sure what Zorch is up to. You can see him over there. Now we should also be saving our money so we can take care of... Hey! There's Zorch. And Zorch really tried to knock us over, but it didn't quite work. Let's see if we get another pallet. Will we get another pallet or not? Where's it selling the best at? Prices. Mozzarella. This was 5,635 at Village Shop. Yeah, Village Shop. Okay, so we need to go to Village Shop. Doesn't look like we got another pallet. There goes Zorch again. Alright, now, let's see. This goes back here. Another 11,000. Okay, we'll take that. Let's just use that. Let's use that. Let's use that. Let's repay. There we go. We've paid more. Now we're down to 440,000. Let's check it out. Whoa, running into the fence. Might have got that too close. No milk yet. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to watch that. Okay, let's drop that there. We do got manure though. Look at that. We got manure from the cows though, finally. Is that still showing up? Okay, it's not glitched anymore so far. It's just a question on the milk. Milk is showing 328 liters, but it's showing there's nothing there though. Wonder if we need to move the milk point. What if we try to fill it up? Even though it's not showing any there. Okay. Buffalo milk, milk 0. The selected silo is empty. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try something here. Let's filling area. Let's sell that. Now, did that just get rid of what may have been there? No. So let's take that filling area now. Let's try and get it closer to our milk extension. So let's try it here. Let's see what that does. Well, maybe it's just not. Maybe it just won't show up. There. Okay, so you need to be close to the storage. Okay. So that's working. So we could fill that up then. Oops. Kinda. Alright, come on now. There we go. Now we got some. Alright, we're selling another load of silage here. And then we need to see about mowing that grass. What are we going to get for this? Okay, we're back up to 10,741. Okay, we'll need to go do some field work. instead of selling. Now I might sell some more of that silage off camera, or just wait for that silage sales in January, when potentially the silage sells better. Let's just look real quick if we can. Prices. Oh, menus, come on. Okay, they're not going to cooperate, and I don't want to fall off the bridge into the water, so let's wait till we cross the bridge. Whoa, 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 whoa. See? Good thing we waited. Okay, let's try that again. Prices, get me, there we go. Got me over there so we can look. We're in December, so yeah, it's gonna go back up in January. It looks like it really peaks there in March. Selling for 174 right now, though. So we should maybe potentially sell more of it in January because the price will go up. So yeah, let's do some grass work. Cut through Krusty's property here. Try and not hit his trees, because we know what that does. You will see this recording on Saturday, everybody. So yeah, and then next week we're only going to record on Tuesday, not on Saturday as well. Or take that back, I mean, we're not recording this weekend, this coming weekend. No recording. Okay, let's drop that there. Okay, let's get on this mowing thing here. We do need to switch our tractors. I don't want to use this one to mow. We got a lot of wool there, everybody. A lot of wool stacking up. We should focus on selling that too, but we need to get on to this grass cutting. Apologies for leaving that help window up, because this tractor has, as you have heard, 6 control groups, and so it's really messes with my operation. So we're gonna get this all mowed here, and then turn this into silage, grass bales, and make some more silage that we can sell, or I should say more grass bales to put in our fermenting stick to produce into silage that then we can go sell in January. Or February or March. We haven't ran out of silage yet for a while. I've been kind of spacing out the silage sales. Now when it comes to this game, I also do like using trucks. So, you know, getting a truck would be nice. And if we could get a bigger trailer, like get a semi-trailer to haul crop in, or especially silage, that would be very beneficial. But that's going to take some money, and I was considering on getting that little cheap in-game truck because it will pull our trailers. And it does hold a capacity of 7,000 liters, but it's got a little bit more horsepower and would help us out with also then being able to, at times, if we need to, hire 2 workers by having 2 tractors free to do work. And that truck is this truck right here, possibly getting this one. Now we could go with like maybe this one that Zorch likes, that put into the gameplay here. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the money's like. We'll see what we end up doing. We do need to get our oil mill though. We want to be making oil from our canola, so we need to be focusing also at getting that placed here soon. We don't need it quite yet, but we're going to need that 25,000 or whatever it is to place that. We aren't going to get a tremendous amount of silage off of this here, but a little bit will go a long way and will really help out with keeping the money coming in. Now our raw coffee bean greenhouse. Yeah, I know, and it's not making us much money, but right now I'm thinking about stockpiling the raw coffee bean up before we sell it. So let it fill up before we go and sell it, or let it fill up so when we get the coffee production we have a full amount in there to support the coffee production. This is going to be a little bit of bales. I don't know how many bales we'll actually get off of this, how many of those little grass bales we'll get. Alright, well, I'm going to bring you back in once we start baling, so we'll be right back. There we go. Alright, we are making grass bales again. Now, what I'd like to maybe see if I had enough money for is to, well, we might do that in January. I don't know if we're going to get enough money here or have enough money. But I'm really thinking about adding to our sheep herd, increasing the sheep herd as well. But increasing that in a different, by a different direction. And what we could do is potentially support some more cattle, but we need a little bit more money before we would be able to afford another group of 15 cows. Right now, we don't have that. I think it costed us like 12,000 for another 15. But we did talk about trying to do that each month or every other month. I mentioned it in the last episode. So I could try and do that here or in the next episode as well. We'll see. We get like 20 or 30,000 liters of grass off of here. That would be nice. Right now, currently, we don't have any grass fermenting in our fermenting stick. It is all finished. So whatever silage we do have is all available to sell right now. Now, we kind of talked, we've been talking a little bit off camera, everybody, Zorch and Crustu and myself, about the end of this series and what that would consist of. For right now, the biggest goal is to get the debt paid off. You have to get your debt paid off. In addition to that, we don't know, or Zorch hasn't figured out what he would like to see for the end of this series. Whether that means 2 in-game years or 3 in-game years. At this point, I believe we'll be going at least more than, I'm gonna say at this point we'll be going more than 3 years, just because each one of us still has over $400,000 in debt, and in the first year those guys didn't make any payments. So yeah, I think this is going to go longer than 3 years. Just based off of that. All right, we're picking up bales. How many did we get here? How many bales did we end up with? Kind of feel like we're going ringing around a rosy here, because such a tight space. But I thought it was a really good idea to put grass, actual, you know, field grass underneath these chickens instead of the native grass. Okay, I think we got 28 bales off of that. Not too bad. Okay, let's get these over to the fermenting stick and we'll check things out. Okay, so we have 159,000 liters of silage to sell. And let's drop this in there. We had no grass in there right now. And that gave us another 15,000 liters. So let's just activate that, because that will be... Actually, you know what? We'll leave that, because we got quite a bit to sell. Let's leave that. We won't activate it this month. We'll wait till January to activate it, and we'll have a better total amount of silage available then. Alright, now we need to make sure we get that fertilized. I wonder what it would cost me to do this. We're gonna try and close out here by doing something else, everybody. Let's park this right here. Let's go right over here, and what I want to do is, yeah, let's go into here, and let's see. I want the auto water, that's 4,000. I wonder how much the, actual, what do I want to say? The actual, fencing is gonna cost me. Yeah, let's just go right here. Yeah, right there. Do you want to customize the fence? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go over to here. We're gonna go down to, oh, won't let me go down that far. Okay, let's go here. Not gonna let me go down that far. That's because we need to find the correct green space where it's gonna let me trick the system. We'll go right there. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, on over to here. Okay, where are you gonna go with me here? Nope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there we are. Where are we at now? Are we, I'm not even sure where it's gonna let me go here, everybody. Where are we gonna be able to go? Well, I guess we're going right here. And going up to here, I think. Kind of odd shaped. Do you want to plant the meadow? Yes. Okay, let's see how many more we got now. Now we're down to 5,875. I don't know if we'll get additional sheep in this episode, but how many more can we have? Another 92. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. That'll help. Yeah, that'll help. Okay. All right. That is good. And we have $5,875 then. I think that is good. We could sell a load of silage. and yeah, go from there. But I think, everybody, that we will call it here. And if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure you drop a tasty treat on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts by sharing all the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, RustyMoney, we'll see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. Thank you, everybody. Please like, subscribe, and comment.